Hello. Welcome to another video from Walk Africa Fun Facts. In this video, the focus is on livestock production in Somalia. Kindly add your subscription free of charge to access more like content in future. Livestock is the most dependable sector of Somalia's productive sectors. According to the National Development Plan, livestock is the main repository of household and national wealth, and a export-oriented pastoralist production system provides an important investment opportunity. In the early 2010s, the livestock sector accounted for around 78% of total exports, though these have been occasionally interrupted by droughts and international export bans in the last 3 decades. Somalia's livestock products for consumption and export are camel, cattle, sheep, goat, and fish. Livestock provides a source of income, while home consumption of meat and other animal products represents an important source of food security. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, the livestock sector continues to offer significant growth potential, boosted by continued domestic consumption and export-focused supply with good prices and growing markets in the Middle East region. According to the Directorate of National Statistics, DNS, at the Ministry of Planning, Investment Economic Development, MOPID, exports in current prices amounted to $806 million in 2016. Livestock continues to account for 60.7% of GDP and over 70% of exports. Despite being a considerable livestock producer, Somalia still has a huge potential to attract investments in the production and supply of fresh milk in many major cities, and very little domestic processing capability exists, including canning, packaging, branding, and marketing. Going forward, a diversification of livestock export is critical, including the development of meat processing capacity in Somalia. With increased investment, smart regulation, infrastructure development, sector coordination, and improved branding, Somalia has ample opportunities to capitalize on the growth of the livestock sector in the Middle East and other regions of the world, while supporting the growing local demand. Somalia can be subdivided into 5 regions, looking at how much livestock population there is, as per projected production capacity. This analysis is focused on the 4 core aforementioned livestock, that is, camels, cattle, sheep and goats. Starting with the northwestern region, there are about 1.3 million camels, 300,000 cattle, 5.8 million sheep and 4.8 million goats, having the second highest production capability at a total of over 12.2 million livestock. The northeastern region leads in production potential with over 1.3 million camels, 430,000 cattle, 3.4 million sheep and 7.1 million goats, bringing a total of 12.3 million livestock. In the central region of Somalia, there are documented 1 million camels, 460,000 cattle, 1.1 million and about 370,000 goats. A total of about 3 million livestock. Looking at the southern region, the production potential averages at 1.2 million camels, 1.3 million cattle, 700,000 sheep and 1.9 million goats, bringing up to 5.1 livestock. Finally, the Juba Valley boasts 1.4 million camels, 2.1 million cattle, 740,000 sheep and about 2.1 million goats. This brings a total of 6.3 million head of livestock. Livestock sales, both locally and internationally, constitute a vital percentage of the income of the average Somali, but of course, not without challenges. Much of Somaliland's economic growth is attributable to livestock production and trade and export. Livestock continues to be the most important source of foreign income in Somaliland, with international exports to Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman and Yemen. It accounts for nearly 65% of the economy. However, due to climate change, recurrent drought, poor natural resource management, a drop in exports as a result of COVID-19 and inadequate fodder production, livestock owners face increasing challenges to feed their animals. There is, however, quite a number of investments in the Somali livestock sector in the following areas: investments in milk processing. For most of us, when milk is mentioned, we think of cow milk. However, in our case today, we shine some light onto camel milk. Somalia has a camel population of about 6 million head. Coupled with the camel's resilience and ability to withstand drought and still produce milk and meat, and also considering the 2001 ban on livestock and products, the sector has grown tremendously at the local level. But it is important to note that camel milk is not a thing of yesterday. For centuries, camel milk has been an important source of nutrition for nomadic cultures in harsh environments like deserts. Like most of Somalia, camel milk has a similar nutritional composition to whole cow's milk but provides less saturated fat, more unsaturated fat, and higher amounts of several vitamins and minerals. There is unmet demand and potential for growth in the camel milk market. Food safety can be improved through quality standards, increased use of aluminum cans and more access to bulk cold storage, especially during aggregation and transport. The sector could benefit from increased access to finance at all levels, as well as mechanisms for value chain actors to mitigate their risks through insurance schemes. There are also opportunities to build more trust between women who are operating in the markets and the male dairy owners who operate their own kiosks. Building the capacity of those women to better understand the market demand and to manage their supplies more effectively will increase their competitiveness in the value chain. Investments in dairy farming, looking closely at the high population of camels, cows and goats. Investments in lot feeding. The main purpose of feedlots is to help the animal reach a certain weight as efficiently as possible. This happens through providing a steady, high-energy diet and managing the animals, for example cattle, to minimize health problems and stress. Investments in meat processing plants. Somalia has a high meat production potential, being led by the camels, whose body mass is over 56% pure meat without bone. The expansion of goat and sheep farming also offers a lot of incentive for investors. Investment in diagnoses, vaccinates, treats for livestock. Poultry farms, hatcheries for the production of chicken for both domestic consumptions are also underexploited in Somalia. Compound animal feed processing plant for poultry, beef and dairy. Technical consulting and support services for livestock and advisory services to livestock owners about animal feeding, behavior and breeding, and finally investments in leather processing and manufacturing of leather products. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to support the channel. Let's meet in other episodes.